What's up, dudes? So it's 2018, it's been that for quite some time, about to be the end of it, and I wanted to do a quick room tour video. This office has been through quite a bit over the past 3 years that we have been in it, about to be 4, and some has changed since the last time we've done one of these, which was back in 2016 or so. Now, I'm gonna do a quick survey of all the kind of stuff that's in here, some of the things that have been added, some of the equipment. This video is also sponsored by Walmart, so if you guys want to check out walmart.com for PC gaming products, as well as buying laptops. Me and Benny actually brought a laptop. It was live on stream, I swear to you, just the other day. Now, I haven't done a lot of browsing, and I don't know what to get just yet, but let's go to the PC gaming section, and since I'm into video editing and gaming and stuff of the like, I was thinking about getting the
Asus ROG Strix Hero 2 gaming laptop.
Oh, Benny. Yeah, that one. Wait, how did you...
I've been looking at this one for a while. It's got a 6 gig GTX 1060 for on-the-road gaming, so I can practice combos while you're driving.
So you could practice combos. Wait a minute, how long have you known so much about computers?
It's also got a 144Hz slim bezel monitor for ultra-fast 3 millisecond response times. That's some of the best performance I can get on a laptop. I mean the best you can get.
Right, well, I mean, what about rendering? I'm gonna be making videos and capturing footage, I'm gonna be on the road. We're gonna need something that will...
The new Intel Core i7-8750H processor. It enables some of the fastest data processing and is what most gamers recommend.
Well, I do have Intel chips in my PC and my gaming rig. Yeah, I guess we'll get this one. Wait a minute. How did you know all of this? And so conveniently.
I do my research, Max. A lot of research.
It should be here soon. Is there anything else you want?
Dog treats. Buy more dog treats!
Sure thing. Thanks, Benny. I guess. So there's been an interesting few additions to this side of the room. More notably, the different collection of standees that I have acquired over the years. There's a good old Phantasy Star Online one back there, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Third Strike, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel 2, and these might be new. I got a Resident Evil 4 standee, which is the European version. Metal Gear, I think this is the VR missions, and a Bloodborne standee! I actually found a Bloodborne standee! I'm pretty happy with it. Other than that, everything else is mostly the same around here. There's some small stuff. We use this extra setup on this side for 4-player blackout and things of the like. This is indeed my lovely Bloodborne hat I got from Comic-Con. And yeah, this is the old rig I have. It's a little dusty, and this is the new one. The old rig specifically is there because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't transfer over, and believe it or not, a lot of the old Boss Rage episodes that didn't make it through the copyright hell that is YouTube. I've been somewhat on that computer. I had a hardware crash back in 2014 that I lost a lot of raw video files as well as the actual editing. But a lot of stuff late 2014 to 2015 and beyond are kind of on that computer still, and I have to revisit it, dig through a bunch of hard drives, which I am no shortage of. These things are just lying all over the place, and I'm slowly trying to rebuild those, so be patient with me. Smash Brothers on Wii U coming back was just one example, and there should be more. Looking at this wall, I don't think much has changed. The big thing is that there's a couple of Bennies over here, and I think there should be one more Benny right there. And outside of that, we got this upgrade for this room. This is a split air conditioning unit. Before we had an AC that was just like sitting right here, blasting air in here. This thing has been a freaking godsend, dude. One of the big challenges is that this room is not huge. And we fit 4 dudes in here on the weekend. I'm in here rendering 4K video, if not regular video for YouTube, like almost all the time. And it takes a lot of power, it produces a lot of heat, so it can get a little insane in here, especially when you have your streaming computer and that thing is pumping out a lot of CPU usage, so the fans are running on everything. And it's good to keep a bit of circulation, and this thing has been a godsend, man. I can't tell you much of what it was, but it wasn't super expensive. And it is its own unique thing, and I just sit here, and you might see me like finagle with this thing every once in a while, and I'm like turning it on and off and whatnot. I love it. Other than that, Dante has taken up the corner over here. Leon is over there right now. I think I just put him over there just to show him off, but Fulgor is still the main attraction of the entire office. I love this standee, and he's still standing tall, but if you get a look at the back of him, there is some interesting jerry-rigging we got going on here. There's some duct tape. We put chopsticks back there to line it up because This thing was collapsing in on itself, and me and JJ sort of reinforced the back of it. It is way too tall for its own good. Like, no kidding, if we actually look at me in comparison to how tall this thing is, it is ridiculously big. But other than that, the art wall is full of a bunch of old stuff. There's Sekita Sanshiro. There is Kage. We got a bunch of pixel art sprite stuff that JJ made. What are these called? Perlers! I forgot the word. And of course, you're going to see some Phantasy Star Online stuff over there, and Space Channel 5 in the corner. They don't get a lot of showtime, but other than that, I guess we should move over to the other side, which is, I don't know, just random collectible stuff. I came across these old crazy X-Men standee things, and these guys, I love the artwork on this, dude. It looks so sick. It was the classic X-Men from the Genesis era, and they just had some mint condition things for like 15 bucks, and I was like, you know what, I'll get that and see what we can do with it. Other than that, yeah, some Killer Instinct stuff that's still here. Ken, which was given to me at EVO. We got Cloud Cup Noodles, Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, KI, another standee. That one's not in such a great condition, but it's just a smaller version of this one. That's weird that they did that, right? But I love these, man. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo standees. If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of obsessed a little bit with video game standees. I think they're badass. And then this actual... Was this how big this box was? Was this how big a... Man, it might have been. This might have been how big a box was for 3DO. I almost forgot the name of this thing. There it is right there. That's a cool-ass box. There's nothing in it. It's just like empty. It's like an insert. Other than that, yeah, Captain Bloodborne guy is right here, and this is a pretty badass figure that we got. I acquired this at Comic-Con from a Japanese company, and I think that they are selling these at GameStop now. It wasn't super expensive, and some of them are just like, you know what, I'm not a big statue collector. Like, I have good old Rock right here, and I acquired him God knows how long ago, but this one I was like, you know what, I want some Bloodborne stuff. There isn't a ton of Bloodborne stuff, and might as well grab it. He's got, I think, a variety of weapons. This doesn't make sense. He's got two mains on right there, but either way, Woody is getting really happy with Sega over there. He really loves the Sega Saturn. And other than that, I think I was given this by Matt McMuscles not that long ago. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Oh god, I'm gonna break it. Oh god, I'm gonna break it. Wait a minute. Oh god. Dink. There it is. It actually still works. The battery is still functional. That's crazy. Either way, there's still some random old KI stuff that I want to get, but they made a ton of weird tchotchke collectible things. Here's a photo of Kenny with Siegfried and Talum. I don't know what to make of this. That's really weird. Other than that, these came out not that long ago. Some badass reprints of Mega Man 2, and apparently there's only 8,500 of them. Either way, these are really cool, and they also made a Mega Man X collectible thing. If you want to get me to spend money on stupid shit that I'm never going to open, this is a really good call. The Saturn collection is still doing fairly well, as you can see down here. This is the legacy of Capcom on this end. Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Alpha, Night Warriors, you know, all these damn games. I think this one, Mega Man 8, is actually, oh god, one of the most rare Saturn games there is. I would like to pull it out, but you know what? I just don't think it's going to happen. And then all the Mortal Kombat trilogy is also kind of a rare one. I did pick up, however, not that long ago, if you guys care about Saturn stuff, let me just put Street Fighter Alpha 2 over here. This game was at a store that I frequent, Bomberman, and this puppy was not cheap, and luckily was in really good condition, so some guy traded it in that just needed money, and had to sacrifice a bit of his Saturn collection, and that's usually what happens, is you're gonna find people that have Saturn games, and they're essentially going to be collecting this stuff for years. They're just going to have Saturn games, and they're going to go to some store and just drop it all off. So I asked the guy, I was like, so how did you get these? Did some dude just show up and just give them all? He's like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. He just had a ton of like mint condition Saturn games, and we just bought them off of him. So you got to get lucky. I was lucky with Bomberman, but other than that, I picked up a game that I don't even know what the hell it is, Machine Head. I haven't even had a chance to check this out yet, but we'll see how good it is. Yeah, Saturn collection is still doing pretty good. I haven't been actively collecting a ton of stuff. I'm still missing a lot of RPGs and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of weird sports games, and there's a Saturn wireless controller back there. As you can see back there, there's a lot of stuff that I still need to work on collecting. Other than that, arcade sticks, there is a pulse rifle from Aliens, the Aliens movie we made. And yeah, the collection of Sir Omnom-Noms sitting comfortably on this side. I think I showed off these before. I have a bunch of X-Men vs. Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom figures that I love. These things are wonderfully terrible looking, like they are not good, but there's just something about the artwork and something about like having these things be full and unopened that makes me very happy. And as you might remember, Wolverine and Akuma have been best friends for a hell of a long time. This side area where we sort of stick all of our controllers, we just have controllers and controllers and games and all these consoles to play stuff on with your video games, that it all just kind of piles up over here. This is I think this is made for shoes, and JJ has fashioned it into something that can use controllers, which is nice. A couple of games over here that I personally have been looking for a long time that I was able to get. Street Fighter Collection 2, and I forget what's in this one. This one is just like a lot of classic Street Fighter games. It was just like an easy way for them to make money, I swear. And this one, which is Street Fighter Collection, this one has Alpha 2 Gold on it, which was the only time that it was released on PlayStation 1. Interesting. That also came out in Alpha Anthology a bit later. But other than that, yeah, just a lot of damn old games over here that we get to play every once in a while in video games when a billion other games aren't coming out, and that is pretty much what's happening now. A little bit of Monster Hunter stuff. JJ set this up over here, and you better believe that I got a lot of these Strider Funko Pops. I tend to go out to any random place, and if I see a Strider Funko, I buy it. I'm weird like that. And this is a custom-made Funko Benny. It's not real, but I mean, the cool part is that if you look at the back, let me try to focus on this, you can see all the different types of Bennies there are. I think this was JJ's sister that made this. That's pretty hilarious. There's a Pikachu Benny on there, and wow, there's a wow! I didn't even notice this. Like wow, Mario. Okay, stop looking at stuff. I've already done that. Ulala's down here because that's appropriate. And these are the Sega girls. These were sent to us during a mail time. So here's the Dreamcast Sega girl. That's the Saturn Sega girl. And the Master System Sega girl. It's weird, I know. Other than that, this is where we hold all the damn games we play. And I would like to tell you what I have hooked up right now, but I might be wrong. Just to cover it, there's Igbog 1 Ig. We got Xbox 360, PS3, which does PS2 and PS1. That's very helpful for retro streaming and capturing. Sega Saturn is down there. Original Xbox, SNES, PS4, N64, Dreamcast, PS2, and PS1. Well, we got the Wii U, the Wii, and everything at the like over there. And they mostly hook onto this thing, which is a SCART cable converter. And this allows us to get some of the best signal from all these systems, because this magical device called a FrameMeister makes it all possible. Thank God for that thing. I might have to buy another one when it eventually dies. Other than that, this is the actual office desk area, and not much to say about here. I got that Bloodborne Figma guy that's right here. Some toys that we were sent through mail time and such. This Mega Man figure is badass. I gotta point him over here. JJ got me this one for Christmas, and I usually don't take figures out of stuff, but this was that Mega Man we made a video about ages ago, and the one they actually put a costume of in Marvel Infinite. So, hey, that game did a couple of things to make me happy. There's Benny. Here's Fafnir. I love this toy. I hunted this monster way too much in Final Fantasy XI. Ken looking extra thick and chunky. And here's where I'm sitting almost all the damn time. And streaming rig, streaming computer, the microphone, and most of my life is pretty much this. So there you have it. Not too much is different in this room. Some small additions. A lot of streaming stuff has changed, especially the rigs in my computer. I ended up getting a server CPU, an Intel server CPU, 24 cores for the streaming computer that was on a server pull a couple years back, and that has been invaluable when it comes to streaming and data processing, because I don't do a lot on my streaming computer other than simply just stream, and it's been very nice. But there only certain motherboards can use that stuff, so it's been challenging to find the right one and get the best motherboard for it. But yeah, that's where I spend the majority of my time, getting stuff done and making stuff and staying up late and making videos. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys, and a big shout out to Walmart once again. If you guys want to get some PCs or laptops on Walmart.com like we did earlier, check them out, and they were helpful enough to sponsor the video. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching, and I'll be back with more stuff like this in the future, much less a review of an arcade game that I've been really wanting to make for some time, which is the latest House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn. I really, really like that game. Take care, dudes, and I'll see you next time.